Alrighty, for part 3 today, we're actually going to use a section of day 3 from your booklet, the compass section. So instead of doing a stream profile across the Owyhee River, your teachers and your peers won't be able to do that today out at the Owyhee. So we're going to focus on using a compass today. So you may or may not have access to a compass at home, but you probably have access using a parent or a guardian to a digital compass. So you probably have maybe your folks' phone or something like that. That could be one way that you could use a digital compass to get an idea of where north is at your site. Okay, so finding which direction is north at your site, whether that's with the traditional compass or maybe something that's using a GPS. Okay, looking around at your site, noticing how your site is placed, as if you're standing from above or sort of in an airplane above and looking down at your site. So go ahead and imagine that. Imagine what the things are that are up on the north side of your map or of your view. Imagine the things that are down in the south, that are over here in the west, and that are over here in the east. And of course, those are the cardinal directions. Never eat soggy wheat, as they say. Okay, and then there are the cross-quarter directions, where we talk about things that are in the northwest, where like the Pacific Northwest that we live in, that would be halfway or somewhere between west and north. We can also describe the opposite, which is southeast, and we live in southeastern Oregon. Okay, now in using the compass, there's a couple of tricky little bits to bring your awareness to. The first one of those is that what we call north on a map is geographic north. Okay, did you know there's two norths? Yeah, what our compass uses is magnetic north. And because the earth is very moving and dynamic, a magnetic north actually changes through time, and we've observed this behavior and this phenomena. It's called magnetic polar wander. So in order to keep track of the difference between true north or geographic north and magnetic north, we need to set the compass to something called its declination. Here in this part of Oregon, we're about 13.8 or about 14 degrees declination. If you look up, some maps will say about 13, some will say almost 14, and that reflects the slow change through time. So it's very important to set the declination on the compass so then you can accurately use it to point yourself to the north. Okay? So yeah, it's not as simple as just following the north needle on the compass. Setting your declination is going to put you in the true reference frame of true north to magnetic north. Okay? Using your compass, or just knowing which direction is north and south, we can run a little exercise after you have measured your step length. Okay, now I kind of exaggerated that, but imagine that you're just kind of walking along, and let's measure your step. So I was just walking along, and that's my step distance. So you can go from toe to toe doing that measurement, and that way you know the distance in which you cover over one step. Now what I'd like you to do is identify where direct north is and take 5 steps. Identify where east is, turn directly east and walk 5 steps. Then turn directly